Hello YouTube, we are in Act 4 and we are in the harvest. We are trying to kill Malachai. So let's see what this fight is all about. He has Piety with him. We just killed Piety and we are going to kill her again. And he's going to get out of this anus. And as you can see, the first thing that you notice that he throws some corpses at you. Those do elemental damage and they explode on impact. The second thing that you are going to notice is that he's going to spawn some kind of worms that will damage you. So you kind of need to kill them, but it's really good. It helps you because you are going to fill up your flasks. So that's good if you can kill them. Do not let them hit you. The third thing that you are going to notice, so the first thing is the corpses, then the worms. Now these ones, these red symbols on the ground, when you step them, they are kind of a mine, and they are a mine actually. And when you step on them, you will trigger them. When you trigger them, if you stay more than half a second on them, you will get ignited. So basically they do fire damage. So you step on them and you'll get ignited like this. You can see that I'm on fire. Now, when you do damage to him, Piety will be alive and you need to damage Piety. Piety has only one attack, which is the balls that she does. And as you know, as you notice, now that we damage Malachai, the small balls that split into 3 appear, these ones. So you need to be careful to dodge them too, because they do elemental damage and you are going to die. He has one slam when he, so he throws corpses at me, and he has this attack that will 100% kill you when he does with his tentacles that thing. It's elemental damage and he will kill you if you are in this range. It's basically 1/4 of the map he does that. And he has one more attack that we didn't see when he charges like this one. When he charges his staff, so he goes, he lifts his staff from the left hand above his head and he slams the ground in front of him. These are his 4 attacks. Now, while he has this shield, this is the slam. So he has a huge area, so you need to, when you see him lifting his staff in the air, you need to kind of go sideways or behind him, like this, you can see. And I cannot damage him, I can only damage Piety, because when he is in this circle, he is invulnerable. So basically I need to damage Piety for a while, until she kind of becomes human again and she starts to help us, and you need to damage him. You will have one more slam, so you see the slam with the staff, and you need to pay attention to when he is going into the ground. When he goes into the ground, this is the second phase. When you have Piety, you need to damage Piety when he transforms again, so you will have to kill Piety 2 times. You have to be careful not to step on the traps, on the fire traps. And now you kill Piety, and Malachai will become vulnerable, and he will go into his anus again. So as I was saying, Malachai has 2 slams. One is when he lifts the scepter up and the scepter goes red, and he will just slam in front of him like this. This will be the area. And has another slam when he goes into the map, so he goes into the ground, and he will just surface where you are. So if I'm here and I see him going into the ground, after 1.5 seconds, he will get up here. So basically he will be where I was, so I need to move out because he will slam this circle, and that will kill you, that will one-shot you. So I'm going into the anus, and now you can see that he has 3 hearts here that we will have to kill, and we need to damage him. As you know, he has the same attacks, the tentacles that you have to kind of dodge. He goes into the shield mode. I damaged him, so basically he has the 3 balls and the minions that you can always basically damage. You damage the heart by keeping an eye on him to see what he does. When the heart is damaged, you will replenish his life at 75%, and you will start to damage him again. You damage him again until he gets to... Now he went into the ground, and this is the slam. So when he goes into the ground, you need to kind of get out from the place where you were, because he will get out exactly where you are, and he is going to make a huge slam into the ground. Now he's invulnerable again in the circle. I need to damage this one because the heart is active. While the heart is active, he can do all his attacks, but you cannot damage him. You only damage the heart. You be careful not to step on the... He's going into the ground, so I need to get out of where I was. And you damage him again, like that. He goes into the heart. The heart is vulnerable. I can damage the heart. I'm careful. All his damage is elemental damage, so it's kind of you need to be elemental resistant for this fight. And you can see these circles that are created in the last part of the... He's just throwing corpses at me. That's not cool. They do quite a lot of damage, the corpses, so you should be careful with them. When he throws them, they explode on impact, and yeah, you should be careful. This is basically, if you stay in it, you are taking burning damage from a creepy agony. So basically, if you stay in the circle, you are taking burning damage, so you should avoid staying in the circle while you do damage. It's going to be really hard if you're melee, but I guess you can manage. You can always damage when he charges that attack if you go... so when he does the tentacle attacks, he's going to do a slam here, trying to get out. So when he charges the tentacle attacks, you can always come here and hit him. This is the safest way to do it. You should avoid the traps also, and as you can see, that is the fight. It's very confusing, but the fights are going to get harder and harder, so you need to kind of know the mechanics of the attacks. I hope this helps, and see you when I see you.